It's Tangent D Noir. I'm here from TheXFactory.com, giving an interview with Veronica DeWitt.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
And she is a fashion designer, and she's very talented. And what do you have to say about her?
Well, presently the company that I'm designing for is my company, Blooms in the Night. You can find me on Facebook or Subtle Mayhem, or I think I'm on everything. On the X Factory, obviously.
Thanks for the plug, I appreciate that.
I've been doing this, I guess, officially for about 2 years now. Yeah, 2 years now. And I guess I'm still emerging as an artist.
When you say officially, is that more or less like a declaration of like, this is when I decided? Or when I was sucked in? Or when it called me on the phone? Like, what happened?
I mean, it's kind of like that. I mean, what ended up happening is, I've been creating things and making things, all kinds of different art for as long as I can remember. As long as I could use my hands, I've been making stuff. So I got into the fashion thing, actually, through costume first. I worked in a costume shop when I was in college, and from there it was like, wait, I can make a living doing this. This is awesome, So I started interning with a bunch of really awesome designers. I helped Marie New York out with her London Fashion Week line. She did too. I helped her out with those. And I also work with KVO Design. I actually brought some more stuff today. So I do, I'm honing my skills from costume to artisan, which is, very different. It's been a very interesting transition because costuming, if you can't see it on stage, it doesn't matter. Everything else kind of does.
What motivates you to do what you do?
I guess just the urge to, I want to wear pretty things, and I want to see other people wearing pretty things. My definition of pretty and other people's definition of pretty might be different, but
relative concept, but
I like making people look good, and I do a lot of cosplay with that too, because I'm still in the realm of costume. But I've been doing a lot of cosplay commissions and stuff, and that's been a lot of fun.
Well, the cool part is like this thing you're wearing right now. I've never seen anything quite like that before. It's really cool that you actually came out to do this event tonight or whatever, because I like to support stuff like that. Things that are just I haven't seen people making things like that.
Yeah.
And it's just so straight out unique.
Okay, so my formal training, like what I went to school for, I actually did a lot of metal sculpture, and
really?
like welding and iron casting.
You're just like a useful chick.
Yeah, I was.
You're like, yeah.
I can do anything. It was great.
Girl power.
It was totally like a Rosie the Riveter thing. Kind
Nice.
of. Except I was a welder, not a riveter. But so I actually, a lot of my inspiration as far as when I'm working is from, like, I worked very sculpturally. I think three-dimensionally. Like, everything needs to be interesting, of course.
Got it.
It all needs to work. It all needs to work.
What do you have in there?
There, hell, that's actually pretty exciting. It's a new line that I'm working on. It's more basic than I'm used to. It's more commercial, as evil as that word is. But it's an affordable clubwear line, basically. It's I've got a lot of
The clubwear isn't like there's a lot of different club
Okay,
types.
well it's more vanilla, but than I usually do. But it's a lot of stripes. It's black and red stripes, black and white stripes. I've got a couple of seasonal things for the more daring people. It's
It's
a
funny
good
to
time.
say dairy. We're like goth industrial. But anyway, it's like it's almost free in a way. I don't know. Want people to know about it.
Well, always available for custom commissions.
Wow. Did you get that flash on? It was awesome. Because you said that, yeah.
And I'm also, I'm still on my journey, figuring out what exactly I want to do. Like that's kind of the point of this club line. It's kind of something I wanted to do for a while. Just everything that I'm gonna do is gonna do. It might not make sense. I'm kind of ADD. Like my next 6 months are planned out. I have this clubwear line, and then I'm doing a pretty girly kiki line.
Girly kiki.
Kiki line,
Oh,
yes.
geek.
Kiki.
Ooh.
Yeah, like cosplay dresses that are meant for normal wear, like every day. That's kind of what I'm.
I gotta see that.
Yeah, it's gonna be wild.
You
It's gonna be wild.
Do you sketch at all?
I do sketch when I need to. It's not so bad.
See, I'm trying to find out if I can find some sketches of this stuff that you're gonna do.
Not yet. That hasn't been posted anywhere. That's still, it's still in the works. And then sometime in February, I have like crazy Uber goth Victorian-esque kind of line coming out. It's gonna be ridiculous. It's spider webs and craziness.
What are your views on art politics?
Art
I asked
politics.
Alessandra this, and I think I'm going to ask everyone that question because I think it's really important.
I hate art politics. I understand art politics, but I hate them. I mean, they end up working. When they work in your favor. Like if you're in the right crowd, you can get things to work in your favor. I've noticed that I'm not going to mention scenes or whatever, but I have noticed the more people you know, the more likely you are to get a better spot, the more likely you are to get, special favors and things like that. So as much as I love people and communities, sometimes, if you're not looking at things objectively, it really, really hurts.
Gotcha.
Really, really hurts.
Here's the thing. Sometimes when a person writes a question, the interesting part about it is there's different interpretations of the question. And I never guessed that you could go that way with it. I just didn't think of it. And this is really interesting because that like it's really tough politically when you're trying to get your art out there and you have to talk to different types of people and whatnot. And like just trying to get them to understand that you have something to offer is
yeah, unless you know somebody who has a gallery or, you're just really 100% amazing on the first spot, nobody's going to get a chance.
you're just like another cog, just another drop in the bucket, it's like conveying that can be
because if you don't have the presence, if you don't have what they're looking for
at the time,
then you're totally...
You come like 3 days later and they're looking for it, but you're gone and they forgot about you.
Yep. So,
how do you think the world is affected by art and politically?
Politically, it's... at present, I don't know that there's necessarily that big of an art movement. Obviously, art and politics, they have their meeting ground. Like, art can be political. Art normally is political if it's really good and interesting. Okay, that's a bad statement. Art can be interesting without being political. I'm sorry. Nothing I do is political. Anyway. So, where's I going with this? Art and politics. Okay. I don't necessarily think, unless there's a big movement, which there hasn't been in quite a few years in the world, art doesn't really affect politics. I hate to say it, but
You said it.
It's.
Why do you think that is? I have my own personal views on this.
Because there are way too many apathetic people.
Really?
Way too many people just lacking the passion, lacking lacking the
director's
drive.
kind of
I want to hear this.
really interested in this part.
They're lacking. You know, there are so many people that just don't even watch the news, don't even know what's going on. I mean, they just don't care. I mean, not to get political, but the debt ceiling, that whole
Fiasco.
that whole mess. You don't see any artists going into that. Maybe cartoonists. Those are the people being the most political are the cartoonists right now. Those are the people that are making the most impact as
Out
far
of
as
art being
being
affected by power. Check out your stuff.
Yes,
right?
you can check me out on Facebook. I'm on Model Mayhem. I have an Etsy store that will be full after this weekend.
Really? What do you got in there?
It's going to be everything that's here. Everything is Blooms in the Night. Facebook, Etsy, Model Mayhem. Find me. Blooms in the
Underscores?
Night.
Yes, please.
Nope, just all one word. Yeah.
Smart.
But yeah, you can find me there. I'm doing a lot of different things. Like I said, I'm kind of ADD. So all the stretchy clubwear type skirts, will be there. I have a couple of fun Jabot things. I think these might be going up for sale soon as a custom order, minus the watch and the chain.
How quickly are you able to reproduce?
Produce these?
Yeah.
I could probably produce this now that I have a pattern and everything made. About a day or less.
Nice.
It's
a tough getting material.
Well, the problem with mass producing anything is once you run out of a certain material, that's it. I mean, you usually can't find it.
You're at the mercy to your supplier.
Exactly.
Awesome stuff. I like her stuff. I recommend her stuff. So you might want to check it out at TheXFactory.com. And she's got a profile up, and it was really cool.
This is up there.
It was really cool interviewing you.
Thanks.
And I hope at some point we can interview her again, especially with that whole that anime thing or whatever.
Oh
it is.
yeah, that's gonna be.
I really want to see that. Check that out. And I'll talk to you later. This is Tangent D Noir signing out from TheXFactory.com.